Examinations, New Delhi, in the year 2016 and completed his postgraduate diploma in Medical Law and Ethics in 2014 from National Law School of Indian University, Bangalore.
Coming to his achievements, he has won the Best Poster Presentation at national conferences conducted by CMC Bello in 2014 and Father Muller Medical College, Bangalore in 2012, and he has also won the Best Paper Presentation at national conference conducted by Arivan Eye Hospital, Madurai in the year 2013.
He is currently working with Manipal Hospitals, Vijayawada since May 2015 as an assistant manager in operations and handling pharmacy, laboratory, blood bank, operation theatre and biomedical department.
He has been medical superintendent in charge for a period of 6 months at Manipal Hospitals, Vijayawada, actively involved as a transplant coordinator for Manipal Hospitals, Vijayawada, contributing to 7 liver transplants and 10 liver kidneys and 1 kidney transplant.
It's a privilege to have you with us, sir. I request you to come up on the stage and deliver your talk on medical innovation and corporate skills for biomedical engineers.
Good morning, SRM. So biomedical engineering students, actually last month when Vinita called me that she wanted one from the hospital industry to speak how the healthcare scenario is and how the innovations are happening, I was surprised why she wanted a doctor to tell all these things, because you all will be working in generally MNC companies, biomedical industries and all, but basically you should have an idea of how the healthcare industry is as of now in India today. So I'll be talking on innovations basically. First thing is Indian healthcare scenario. Let us know, because we all are together only. Healthcare scenario, healthcare is nothing but hospitals mainly. Mainly hospitals, doctors, nurses is one part. Next thing is all the medical industry, pharmaceutical industry, insurance industry, which all supplies. So let us see what is the healthcare industry in scenario in India today. Almost we have a population of 130 crores population in India, and our healthcare industry has around $100 million, $100 billion, which is far less than compared to Western countries, but we are in a growing stage. And you know, 0.9 thousand bed per thousand population in India, but actually as per WHO in Western countries, you have 3 to 5 beds. So we are lack of hospitals, we are lack of medical equipments also, and doctors also, doctors and healthcare manpower, even lack of biomedical engineers also in our country. We have around 1,84,488 hospitals in India. This is both private, government and all. And medical colleges as such, we have around 450 medical colleges, out of which half are private, half are government colleges. Blood banks, number of blood banks we have 2,760 and number of eye banks we have 249. Every year, the number of doctors who pass out are around 50,000 odd MBBS doctors pass out, and 25,000 postgraduates pass out in different areas of specialty, right from medicine, cardiology, whatever field they choose. Next. So, generally there are 5 segments of healthcare. One is hospitals, which includes both government hospitals and private hospitals. Then the pharmaceutical company, which is the main important for treating all the patients and all. So all the drugs, IV fluids, all the antibiotics, whatever innovations they make, this is one industry which supports the health. Next is diagnostics and medical equipment and supplies. These two are the areas which all you people will be dealing after you pass out actually. Diagnostics is all in the laboratory side. Medical equipments and supplies, all your hospital biomedical equipments which you will be regularly using for the care of the patient. And for both, it's both for diagnostic, therapeutic, preventive, so many different kinds of equipments are there. And medical insurance is one thing which is, as you know, in India, many of us are paying out of pocket only, still. But medical insurance in Western countries, almost 90% of the population in USA and Europe are covered by health insurance. In India still, government is planning schemes for us, schemes for the below poverty line. Like in Tamil Nadu itself, we have the Chief Minister Health Scheme. In Andhra Pradesh, we have this Arogyashri. In Karnataka also, you have this Vajpayee Arogyashri, Yashaswini and all, where for the below poverty line, the packages are reduced. Like for one angiogram, for one cardiac stenting, packages are very low. I mean 30,000, 40,000, which does not work out financially for the hospitals. Even I think it is the same case for SRM hospital also. So people are making innovations to produce products which are low cost but are of quality nature. We are generally depending on the foreign imported products, which I'll explain you later. And one of this telemedicine. Rather than telemedicine, I'll keep it as IT. IT which is supporting the health industry in a huge way in this era, in this 21st century. In terms of let it be electronic health records, in terms of pitch archival communication system, where you can see the images of the radiology images in your at your home. Lab test diagnostics, after once you give your blood samples, you can sit at home and see your lab results. No need of waiting in the long queues in the hospital today. Next slide. As per WHO, World Health Organization, what is a medical equipment? Medical equipment is used for the specific purpose of diagnosis, treatment of disease or rehabilitation, following disease or injury. It can be used either alone or in combination with any accessory consumable or other piece of medical equipment. I think the definition given by WHO is self-explanatory. So you are the people who will be dealing with this medical equipments, and it has to be ensured that all the medical equipments procured for the hospitals or designed or innovated are affordable to the patients, are affordable to the hospitals, are affordable to the country. Otherwise, with the rising healthcare costs, if you go to the private health hospitals, they charge, your bill is almost approximately 1 lakh to 2 lakhs. It is not because they want to charge you that much. It is because the cost of the investment they have set up in building up these hospitals, getting this A-class, world-class facilities of equipments and all, everything costs. Ultrasound machine, a basic ultrasound machine comes for 2 to 3 lakhs, but a high-end ultrasound machine like 4D and all, just now. So like these kind of innovations, Indian made, we need, so that everyone can afford. All people, all small hospitals, big hospitals, corporate hospitals, everyone can afford. Diagnostic, all the regular diagnostic equipments used in laboratory, all your analyzers, hematology analyzers, biochemistry analyzers, tissue processors used for histopathology, for your thyroid disorders, and definitely main thing is radiology. Radiology is a higher end, where you CT, MRI. You have now higher versions of SPECT CT. We have SPECT. You have models of PET CT, PET MRI. So many combinations are coming in this field of nuclear medicine. So lot of investment is needed. It is disease specific. Suppose in oncology, cancer patients, many doctors advise PET CT. In whole Chennai, I think hardly PET CT will be with 5 to 6 hospitals, not more than that. Sometimes they order PET MRI. In whole Chennai city, hardly 1 or 2 might be having PET MRI. And these cost, this takes a huge machine. One PET CT costs around 10 crores. And the cyclotron, which provides it, another 10 crores. So you can imagine how much investment is going on to procure these equipments and also to maintain these equipments. And maintenance is a big headache because the technology gets obsolete after every 5 to 6 years. And the company has to support, hire good biomedical engineers like you, train them in this field, train in what specialty, like in application specialty, software specialty, service part, and provide backup for the hospitals and create innovative techniques. Next slide. Healthcare innovation. What is healthcare innovation? When this definition is given by WHO, healthcare innovation can be defined as the introduction of a new concept, idea, service, process or product aimed at improving treatment, diagnosis, education, outreach, prevention and research, and long-term goals of improving quality, safety, outcomes, efficiency and costs. So any innovation should have all these things. Main thing, whatever you innovate, it should be safer. It should be not harmful to the patients, not to the end users. Next thing is, outcome should be better. If you are using this, with some investigation or some therapeutic monitor or some instrument you are using, I should know that the outcome is correct. It should be efficient and it should be cost saving for us. Next slide. So if you see how healthcare innovations are made, it is we people who tell how to, what the healthcare innovations. So people like you sit with MNC companies, innovator companies, sit with doctors, sit with many industries, see what is going on in the hospital, see what are the patients needing. Patients are nothing but every one of us will be a patient some other day. Right from birth to death, we always are attached to the hospital. So we have to know that what are the needs of our patients, and that area gives us an innovation idea. The doctors tell, I want this process to be changed. How innovations are made? Innovations comes from us only. After seeing around us, from there a thought comes and the thought becomes an innovation. So all this healthcare innovation is mainly for patient's part and the doctor's part, which is useful for treatment, diagnosis, prevention, education, research, outreach centers. So all should have quality, cost, safety, efficiency, and outcome should be very positive. Then only any healthcare innovation product will be acceptable by the community. One more thing, I have heard it from Dr. Devi Shetty, who is the chairman of Narayana Hridayalaya. He is a very famous pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. You all might have heard about him. In one of his interviews, he has said, any solution or any innovation is useless unless it is not affordable to our community or to our masses. So always any innovation should be affordable to the community, should be affordable that all our Indians are able, not only Indians, any human being on this planet should be able to use it. So next slide. In healthcare innovation, innovations are of 4 types generally. One is product innovation, next is process innovation, next is marketing innovation, and next is organizational innovation. Product innovation. Suppose as young biomedical engineers you are thinking, sir, I want to make something. I want to, once you are hired by a company person or a biomedical industry firm, think I want to create something. Previously, I will give an example. 30-40 years back, dialysis machines used to occupy one big room. Now dialysis machine is almost this desk. How much this desk is causing, that much size it is. Previously, now we are doing dialysis at homes. Mobile dialysis are there. That is how a product innovation is made. So introduction of a good or a service that is new or significantly improved with respect to its characteristics or intended users. This includes significant improvements in technical specifications, components, incorporated software, user friendliness, or other functional characteristics. So whenever you are designing a new product or improvising on the existing product, so you have to make these changes, like specifications have to be changed, software has to be changed. Next is process innovation. Implementation of a new significantly improved product or delivery method. I'll give you an example of this. It's known as direct delivery mechanism. You know, previously 30-40 years, I'll explain you with a photograph later. Next slide. Marketing innovation. Implementation of a new marketing method involving significant changes in the product design, packaging, product placement, product promotion or pricing. This all the marketing people better do it. All the marketing people, which some of you may take up as a career in your future, like after your BTech or MTech, you might be going into sales and marketing division in most of the biomedical firms. So one thing is, how do you market your products? So you just change the machine is the same, you just change the design. Some features, some user-friendly features like it has Wi-Fi access. A lot of examples are there like that. So marketing innovation is one kind of innovation which is used by the medical firms to sell their products and to gain profits. That is one thing. And organizational innovation, implementation of a new organizational method in the firm's business practice, workplace, organizational external relations. Next. Stakeholders, thousands of images. You take the cassette, keep under the X-ray table, take the image is already imprinted into the cassette. then go into the cassette reader, take it, that will come onto the system, and the image gets deleted from the cassette so that you can use it for the next patient. And once you see the system, you can take either a printed image, computerized image, or through PACS, you can send it to the mobile phones or the computers of the doctors wherever there are, and they will review it and see what is happening in the X-ray. So now another addition has come to this next, digital radiography. Digital radiography is the next version of CR, where there is no need of cassettes. We are using in India. We are using this in many hospitals. We are using it. Even I think in SRM also it is there. Where no need of cassettes. Ask the patient to lie down on the table or stand for near this thing for chest X-ray. That's all. The technician in the system, he'll just point out there and take the image. That's all. Why? Because there are multi-detectors X-rays down the base of the table. So that will capture all the and sensors are placed. So that will capture and send it to the computer. And computer will give the X-ray film. So no need of cassettes and all. So we have come from a dark room to where the digital radiography. This is all possible because of regular innovation and all. So these are real-time, actually, real-time X-rays these are called as. Next. Innovation in surgery lights. I'll tell you one incident. One of my friends who was working in a government hospital in Guntur, suddenly one day current went away. They were doing an appendix surgery. Current was not coming, generator was not working and all. So they opened up their mobile light and did the surgery. How effective it is, I don't know. But in India still it is happening in many areas, many hospitals where proper electricity is not there, because hospital is an area where 24/7 electricity should be there. You can't afford to lose electricity and all that too, and when your OTs are running, it will cause major mishaps. So now OTs also, previously in olden days we used to, candle lights, they used to do surgeries. Then came smaller regular lights. Then came halogen lights. Now we have LED lights, the down picture. The major innovative of this LED lights are, it is shadowless. So you don't see it. By doing surgeries, doctor feel more comfortable. They know the depth of the wound also, how much we have to suture and all. And most importantly, the average life of the bulbs in this is comparatively very higher. So it is cost saving for the hospitals actually. So if I purchase a halogen bulb, every 1 or 2 years I have to replace it. But if I purchase LED lights for this mechanism, 3 to 4 years I need not invest in anything. So these, and doctors feel more comfortable while operating. Next. Innovation in surgeries. Did you know how surgeries used to happen in very old days? Sushruta, our Indian surgeon, might be this name you might be seeing in your SRM Medical College very frequently. Some halls might also be dedicated to this name. He is known as father of Indian surgery. They used to use all knives, axes and all to do surgeries. Those days. Even in European countries, small surgeries used to be done in some small rooms like that. But now from that stage, we have evolved to the stage next, where we do these kind of surgeries. OTs are more safer today. OTs have laminar airflow. OTs are much safer today. We have 3D laparoscopy. 3D laparoscopies are, there are two types of surgeries. Most of you have been knowing. One is open surgery and laparoscopic surgery. Open surgery, you cut open the abdomen, do the surgery, again close it. The only thing is one big scar will be remaining, which everyone don't like it. And even the length of stay in the hospital, patient has to stay for another 5 to 6 days extra. And there is always infection which can cause the suture material to disintegrate also and open up the wound and cause infection later. But with today laparoscopic, many patients come to the hospital and ask, what surgeries are doing? I want only laparoscopy. If laparoscopy is available, then only I'll get the surgery done. Don't do it. Otherwise, they'll go to some other hospital. So laparoscopy, as initially when lap was started 20 years back, it was in a nascent stage. But now we have 3D laparoscopy. You see the surgeon, doctors down, even the nurses there, boys, circulating nurses and all, they are wearing 3D glasses. 3D glasses, really. So the image when they see in the monitor there, when they put the cameras in the abdomen, keep their instruments in the abdomen, operate, the images are just very closer to their face. They can understand the anatomy of the abdomen very much better. They know which artery is going where, which vessel is going where. So clear-cut images. But this 3D doesn't come at does come at very high cost. Almost the hospital has to invest the entire this thing, 60 to 70 lakhs. 60 to 70 lakhs. But a regular laparoscopy instrument with no 3D glasses and all, that is also good. People do. It will come at 20 lakhs. So this is a marketing innovative which all people you have to think. What did the company do? Company just added 3D version to that. So that patient, doctors will feel, oh, it is 3D, I can see better. This is a marketing innovation, that's all. So you have just changed some product specifications and all, you introduce a 3D rather than a regular image. So this is how you have to understand how innovations happen. Next. People have gone to farther extent now, robotic surgery is there. Robotic surgery, Da Vinci machine, this is that arms you are seeing, some 10 arms are there. It costs around 25 crores, this machine. And in India, we have this machine. Apollo Chennai has. In India, hardly we have per state 20 to 25. But are we using this efficiently? I tell you, one appendix surgery or gallstone surgery, okay? Many of your parents might have it, friends might have it. If you go to a hospital, if you do by a regular open, it will take 25 to 30,000 for 4 days stay. If you do a laparoscopic surgeon with 3D using 3D laparoscopic instrument, another 60 to 70,000 the hospital will charge. But no, I want robotic. I want to be operated by a robot. The charge the doctor will charge for you. Surgery will be best even with any of the 3 you use. Surgery is the same. Only thing is doctors will be performing through a console here, and they will be seeing the abdomen right through the eyes of the robotic arms. So this surgery will cost you around 5 to 6 lakhs. See, you can go for a laparoscopy and get it done in 60,000. If you want a robotic surgery, same time, same incisions, but done by a robot, but operated by doctors, 6 lakhs you have to spend. So that's why I said any innovation should be affordable. So might be in future we will be moving to this robotic technology a lot. So many of you young minds can be interested in taking up robotics. How robotics will be useful in medical field especially. Next. Innovation in cancer. Previously you used to know when cancer was in very high, we used to have cobalt 61 machine used to be the very big machine. We used to keep the patient there and we used to give radiation. Tumors is somewhere in brain, but the radiation is affecting the whole body. So hair damage, patient used to become very weak and all. But nowadays no one is using cobalt machines. They are using linear accelerator, which are high-end machines. This also is around more than 10 crores machines, linear targeted therapy. Suppose if a cancer tumor is somewhere in your midbrain or somewhere in your heart, somewhere in your lung, the treatment planning system, computerized navigation system helps that the radiation goes and hits only the tumor. It will not affect the surrounding organs, surrounding normal organs. So that innovation has gone to that stage. Next. You can see this is old cobalt model, and that is a variant company's linear model. And you can rotate 360 degrees however you want it, because IMRT, IGRT, volume-based radiation therapy, so many things are there. If you go into this field one by one, you learn a lot actually. So you should know what are the kind of things going on. Anyone had a CT anytime here? CT scan? Okay. See, generally CT scans are, whenever any head problem is there, generally do for brain CTs. When suppose some of your friend has met an accident, or some of your family member or well-wisher has a brain tumor, you come to the ER of any hospital, emergency room of any hospital, you find the CT is taking time, CT is broken down, doctor will take immediately to the surgery, but he wants to know where the bleeding is happening, where the tumor is lying. He'll do the surgery, but again he wants to know whether the tumor has been completely evacuated, whether bleeding has been completely evacuated. This innovation has already happened. You have intraoperative CT scans and MRIs. Has anyone seen it? Intraoperative CTs and MRIs. Next. Just press. Okay, play that video 9 the pen. What have you like? No, keep in the pen drive and the video. Open it, please. Play from starting. See, this is an OT complex where you can see surgery is going on. In between the surgery, you need a CT. From the next door, a CT machine, CT gantry will come. He will do the CT. The doctor will know now what he have to do. Again, he will intervene in it. Again, he will continue his procedure and all. Again, he requires the images. So again, the CT gantry will come from the other room. He will confirm whether he has removed the complete tumor or not. Otherwise, you have to close the surgery operation, send the patient to work. Now, the same CT machine or MRI can be used for the next surgery also, other side. So you can go to the next room also. So these kind of innovations are happening. The CT and MRI have gone into the OTs. Generally, it is in the radiology department. Now, CT and MRIs, interventional based surgeries, are done in the OTs. And do you know any hospital who has this? Anyone? We have it in India actually. This technology is there in India. It has been come around 2012 or 13. These kind of machines throughout the world around 30 to 40 are placed. But in India around 3 to 4 are there. One is Kokila Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital in Mumbai. In Delhi also you have this, where 3 OT rooms are placed side by side. One OT, in between you have this gantry and the CT machine. Whenever you require any CT scan, this machine is moving there. The surgery is in that side, we move there. So that is the kind of innovations we should be looking at. This is very high-end innovation, where you get on-the-spot diagnosis. On the spot, doctor can decide what is the next choice of treatment I have to do. Otherwise, regularly we'll close the head, we'll close the brain. Neurosurgeon will go again to send the patient to the ward of the ICU, get a CT done in the radiology department, again view it, again post him for the surgery. So you can understand how much trauma the patient and the family members will go on, 2-3 surgeries and all. So these kind of interventions will have that. Next slide. So today's modern day innovations, people are going beyond the regular things. It's not about CT or MRI. They are going about targeted therapies. They are going in nanotechnology. They are using iCloud based models. We are using electronic health records, integrated electronic medical records. In United States, if a patient goes to 10 different hospitals, the doctor in the 10th hospital know what has happened to him in the first hospital. What was the complaints, what was the treatment done. In a span of 10 years, if he has visited 10 hospitals. But in India, today you are here, I want to know, you go to another hospital, you take your manual records and all, but sometimes you miss your records. The doctor wants to know what is the problem with you. So that time this electronic health records come into picture. In India it is just coming up. Generally it is EMR, electronic medical records, where it is hospital centralized. Electronic health records is one which throughout the country you can use it. So only one patient, one file. one patient will have only one file. This is one field where you people can go into it and start making a career also in IT health records actually. Where biomedical engineers, many people I know doing biomedical, they have ventured into this field also. Next. For any innovation, for any medical company, there are three levels for medical device innovations. One is value, one is agility, one is capabilities. Value. Don't just innovate something because there are masses. Something it should add value to the people. Then only any innovation can happen. And capabilities. The company should have capabilities of doing this. You are going to new ventures, new organizations. You should have tie-ups with foreign companies for transfer of technology. I'll give you an example of this. Everyone knows Arvind Eye Hospital, Madurai. It is a very famous model. They're all ophthalmologists are trained and all, where they do numbers of thousands of surgeries for patients. In a single day, they do around 120 to 30 cataract surgeries. And each doctor spends only 2 minutes for one surgery. That's all. And they make these intraocular lenses, their phaco-emulsification machines, the suture materials in Madurai, in a factory run by them. Why? Because they were interested, they want to make something Indian. Why extra burden, extra cost, we have to import it from outside, so much money we have to spend. We will manufacture it in our country, we will manufacture these products. Then some 25 years back, Arvind made one factory which is in the outskirts of Madurai, and they are manufacturing it and supplying it to the rest of India now. So that's why the cost of the cataract operations and all came down. Now even a lay person or even a below poverty line person is affordable to pay at least 10,000. This cataract surgery is done. Even 5,000 also cataract surgeries are done. Lenses are from 10,000 to 1 lakh depending on the intraocular lens used. So that should be capable of the medical device company. He should be thinking, no, I'll just take from foreign, I'll just distribute to the Indian hospitals. No, I will tie up with the companies, foreign MNCs. I will train, I will send my biomedical engineers for training. I'll train them and create new products. That should be the idea. Next. So, next coming to your core topic, the Indian medical device market as such. See, the healthcare market as such of India is around 80 to 100 USD billion dollars. How much is 1 billion? 1 billion students. Huh? 100 crores. 1 billion is 100 crores. And it is in USD. So 100 billion USD dollars. So convert it, how much the healthcare market is. You will know it. So how much money is there, how much investment is being there. Out of the 80, 4.9 is our medical device sector. 4.9. Take it as 5 billion US dollars, which will be approximately around 30,000 crores. 30,000 crores market, this thing. Out of which you see, Indian healthcare sector, majority of the contribution, the money is in the hospitals. Almost 77% hospitals. 14% come from the pharmaceutical side. 9% come from the medical devices and diagnostic side. So, the medical device industry is contributing 10%, only 10% to the entire 80 billion USD dollars. 80 billion USD dollars. But now it is not that situation. Now we are moving ahead. Almost many MNC companies are tying up with the original innovator companies and trying to manufacture in India. So the compounded annual growth rate, every year this will be increasing by 15%, expected by 2020 that 4.9 will become somewhere around 10 billion USD dollars. So it's good sign for young biomedical engineers, so a lot of opportunities will be there. And then in the Indian medical device sector, out of the 9%, 53% are equipments and instruments, 27% are consumables and disposables, 7% implants and 13% patient aids. So this is the distribution of this thing. And you people can go into any of these things. You can go into equipment side, you can go into consumables side, you can go into implant side, you can go into patient aids. So a lot of opportunity is there actually. Next. So, but present situation as of now, all the companies actually what we are doing is import dependency. We are mainly focusing on getting products from outside the country. Indian manufacturers are very less. We are not producing any innovative brands, any innovative. Whatever we are doing is we are getting from foreign, we are distributing it. That's all. Nothing else we are doing. We are not making any research. We are not making any innovative things, products and all, which will be actually cut down the cost. So much, even cut down the manufacturing in India will cut down the cost of the healthcare. So average burden of the per pocket of any patient will automatically come down. You can see equipment, 90% of the equipment, light blue color, is imported. 90%. In India, whatever, let it be ventilators, CTs, MRIs, all we are importing it from outside. Only 10% we are manufacturing in India. That's it. So I want you people to go outside in next 10 years, make the trend opposite. Make Indian manufacturing as 90% and importing as 10%. You can have your own startup companies also, where you can start a company, you can have innovative, you can make CTs and MRIs in India for Indians. So that should be the idea actually. And next. So factors affecting medical device industry. Medical device industry, lot of factors are affecting it. Economic base, unmet clinical needs, regulatory environment, reimbursement policies, local market sentiments. But anyone has read this National Medical Device Policy 2015? Anyone? Anyone of you? National Medical Device Policy 2015 was, it is a draft version, it has not yet been passed to the parliament, it will become an act. It was passed for you people only, for the medical device industry, where our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Dr. Narendra Modi, has said that medical device industry should go strong. So he has approved 100% foreign directed investment into this market. So he wants to open up the outside people, to open up the market to the whole global, so they can come invest in India and they can manufacture in India itself. They can transfer their technology to here. So it is a very good policy. I think everyone should read it because it will help you in making things. You people should be knowing one thing: why we are not able to manufacture in India. Because the raw goods, the raw material which we need to manufacture in India has a tax component. Tax. So the tax is very high on the raw materials. If this new policy comes into existence, the government is ready to evade, remove the tax policy on the raw materials. So you can just directly finish it. You can get the raw materials for the purchase cost, no more tax on that. You can manufacture in India and sell the products both in India and to global. So please read the National Medical Device Policy 2015. Actually, I have a PDF file, that 8 pages file. You can just check it into Google and download it. Next. So, what are the challenges present for the medical device industry? Regulatory standards are not present. Many of the regulatory standards are under Drugs and Cosmetics Act, which was done in 1945. So in India, any medical device has to get approval. There is only one authority, CDSCO, Central Drug Regulatory Organization. So they give approval for everything. So now the government wants to bring the medical device separately, not mixed in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, separate from the pharmaceutical side. Inadequate quality standards and non-compliance of Indian made products. You know, many of my colleagues or hospital owners, when they want to procure equipment, they are not calling Philips, they are not calling this thing. They are going on a shopping tour. Do you know where they go for a shopping tour to procure all these equipments, to get the patient monitors, infusion pumps? Which country they are going? China. They are going China. Many hospital administrators are going to China to procure these equipments. Why? Because China is manufacturing in-house all these things, ventilators and all. That is a different thing that they will not support in the service part and all. That is different. It's copy, cut, copy, paste, what they are doing there. But the quality is always a doubt. So even in India, when we manufacture, we should not follow what China or any other country wants. We should make authentic products as per the standards and the specifications of the regulation. Any product, let it be a small syringe pump to high-end CT or MRI, any product. Days will be there when next 30 years when some of you people will be leading those companies, some of you people will be manufacturing those things in India. Lack of local talent. See the last one, lack of local talent. Promote academic industrial partnerships and internal collaborations to stimulate R&D efforts in India. Government has to come up with ideas where these biomedical engineering students are there who are pursuing their career. R&D companies, students are exposed to the R&D division of the companies. So they can go and have a first-hand knowledge how the products are made, how innovative thinking is done. So when a strong R&D of any company is the backbone of any innovation actually. So if you young minds are trained, if your colleges and universities tie up with this R&D of all these companies, then definitely you have very good career ahead. Next. Then I will say from a hospital point of view, biomedical nurse. See, you people can go either into hospitals or into sales, marketing, this thing. See, in Manipal hospitals, we are supported by a company known as Telematic Biomedical Systems, TBS. You might have heard of it, or you'll be hearing it after you pass out. So, TBS provides almost biomedical engineering support to the entire Manipal group, to entire the 5,000 bedded hospitals throughout India. So they support. So 4 or 5 biomedical engineers report to me every day. They give a report to me. In a hospital setup, what do I expect from the biomedical engineer? What do I expect from them? That many of you may go into hospital side. Many of you may go into research side. Many of you go into innovation side. Many of you go into sales and marketing side in promoting the products also. But as from a hospital industry, I only know one thing. My equipment should work all the time. And who will provide that support? My biomedical engineer. No other person can provide it. So, for me, what does a biomedical person do for me here? It is your goal. It's not my goal, it is your goal, biomedical. That no patient is harmed by the application of medical devices within our sphere of influence. So, you have to see that the equipments are fully taken care of. To be a solutions department providing technology solutions to advance the care and safety of the patients and the staff. So you have to be a solution department where you tell the hospital how to procure, how to maintain the biomedical equipment for the hospital. Repairs and schedule maintenance of clinically used equipment projects, installations, on-call, night call coverage, incident investigations, capital equipment purchases. And work with all departments in the healthcare sector. These all actually you will be doing it in your once you pass out actually. 2 days back I had a problem with my frozen section. Frozen section is done on a machine known as cryostat, where we take a tissue of the thing to see what any disease is there or not under the microscope. For that need a frozen piece. Temperature was not meeting. It was midnight 1 AM. I called up my biomedical engineer. I called him up. Please come immediately, fix this machine, I need the report urgently, very urgent. Depending on that, the treatment will progress. He came, he sat with, he repaired the machine for 1 hour, made the machine ready, and then he went. So this is how I expect biomedical engineers to support the hospital if you are placed in hospital industry. Suppose if you are placed in service part of the MNC companies. Suppose if you are with Philips, any company, suppose I have a CT scan which is breakdown. I want you people to come within 24 hours and repair my machine. Get my machine done on time. So that patients are not affected. So this is how I want support from the medical device company and biomedical engineers. So I had recently one problem with an ABG machine. ABG is arterial blood gas analysis, which you use in critical care to know the status of the blood of the patient. So, since 3 days it is not working properly, we have a backup. I'm writing mails to the company person, writing mails, he's not responding. With this kind of attitude, what should I do? I will never recommend my colleague, hospital owners or anyone managers to buy that equipment. Definitely I will not support that. So I require people, and this is the one thing, communication skills you will be requiring. In spite of giving several mails to the service engineer, to the company person, to the at least to the regional head, we didn't get any response from the company person. That then how my services are affected. I have a backup machine, but if I do not have a backup machine, then I have to send the samples to the nearby hospital where it is working. So it is loss of revenue to the hospital, traveling expenses to go to the nearby hospital and get the investigations done. Patients have to wait. So this all come into factor where I require biomedical engineers to be apt, service, especially from the service part. If you join MNCs and you are service engineers, only some of you will be going into that field also, where you will be acting as service engineers. And next, generally healthcare management technology cycle. Generally, suppose take that I want to start a hospital. What I require? First, I do planning and assessment. Planning. I have started a 100-bedded hospital. What do I require? I will call all the doctors with me. I will call a biomedical engineer expert also with me. We'll all sit together and see, for this hospital, next to 2 to 3 years, what are the equipments required? I'll discuss with him. He'll plan and assess what materials are required. He'll also give what company is required. What company material is required, which is best, which comes at good quality, low cost. This is all who can tell? A biomedical engineer can tell. I'll tell you one profile of one of our senior manager. A biomedical engineer, he is a biomedical engineer. His job is to just tell which machine to procure, which machine not to procure. That's all for Manipal group. That's all, nothing else. I mean, he has done all his basics. He is now 45 years around. He has worked on the ground and all. But now his job as the managerial level, his job is to tell which machine is good, which machine is taking into cost into account, which will be more safer for the hospital, low cost but highest quality, whose service backup is very much, because he has seen, he has worked in various areas and he knows which companies gives the support, service support after 5-6 years also. So you can achieve that kind of levels of after 5 to 6 years in the industry, after 10 years in the industry, you can go up to manager level positions easily. So this kind of thing I expect when planning and assessment. So whenever I plan any hospital, you can be as consultants also, do some in procurement division of the hospitals, where I need to procure new equipments. Next, budgeting and financing. As I said, you have to budget and finance. See, every hospital is run by a budget. Even your college has a budget. Even for this function, there might be some budget actually, which university has been given to you. Even for a hospital to run, every year some hospital give it some X amount of money, say some 2 crores, depending on the revenue on this thing. Even the government also same thing. It will give to Madras Medical College some 10 crores in this financial year to procure 10 crores some items. That's all. Now it is the biomedical engineer who will sit with me, will sit with the administrator and the doctors, who tells what I have to procure, what are the existing equipments, when it will be going old, when are it is going to be condemned, and do I require a new technology or just replace it, or do I require an additional machine? Suppose in some centers we do 350 to 500 CT scans, one CT scan is enough. Now doctors are telling the load is more, I want one more CT scan. But hospital can't afford that much. They have to, 10 crores we are giving, 4 crores will go for the CT scan. So where will have money to purchase remaining equipments? So this biomedical engineer with his experience will tell the hospital, another 1 year we will use it, afterwards see somehow, this year we will like it, next year we can purchase it. We have to prioritize the equipments which will be repaired, which are obsolete, which need to be condemned and all. That is the role of a biomedical engineer. In this planning cycle, everywhere a biomedical engineer's hand is there. So planning, assessment, budgeting. Actually, when I was budgeting my medical equipments to give to the corporate of Manipal, a biomedical engineer was sitting with me and telling me, sir, this is this much cost, go for this company. This is this much cost, go for this company. So this is what is expected from you also, if you are in hospital side. In technology assessment and selection, as I said, you have to assess the technology, current technology, procurement and logistics. You have to, once the purchase order is released, you have to deal with the company people to when the machine is coming, how the installation is done, how the service support will be there, all the manuals, and main thing is user training. Remember, all the high-end equipments which are there in the hospital, without the user training, because users have to be trained, they change. Nurses keep on changing in that field, in that hospital who are using it. So nowadays companies are not regularly training, they train and come only at the time of installation, that's all, and forget it. But I don't want like that. I want company people to come yearly once, train the people again and again, so that hospital need not pay the costs of the breakdown maintenance, spare parts whenever the machine is down. So this is what I expect from a biomedical engineer also, to support the hospital in such a way. Then training and skill development, operation and safety. My biomedical engineer daily goes rounds of the hospitals. He goes rounds of the hospitals. He has no specific schedule. Check each equipment is working, whether it is calibrated, the machines are calibrated or not as per due date or that. So he will be checking and giving me a report at the end of the day. Sir, I have checked this thing. These two equipments are problem. For this another 2 days I'll take to repair it. Okay, done. This kind of support we require actually. Then maintenance and repair. Some equipments like CT and MRI, biomedical engineer can't repair it. In-house biomedical engineer. You require service support from the company people only. The application specialists and all, they will come into picture for repairing high-end equipments like ultrasound, CT and MRI. So they will come and sort out the problems. That time the local biomedical engineer has to coordinate with the application managers also. And application managers can be a biomedical engineer. Then decommissioning and disposal. After all these things, one equipment has one life cycle. But once installed in, it has to be decommissioned one of the other time. Same thing how we do with your vehicles. We purchase 15 years, we use, later decommission it. All equipments, we should follow the lifespan varies from 8 to 10 years. And it is as per ASHRAE guidelines, which is American service guidelines. So generally any equipment comes for 8 to 10 years. After 10 years, the call is from the hospital management and the biomedical engineer who advises what to do, whether to condemn it, still somehow use it for 1 year, or go for a new one. So this is how a biomedical equipment management cycle runs in a hospital, right from planning and assessment to final decommissioning of the equipment. This is a continuous cycle actually. There is one more thing. During handling these equipments, whether it is safer or not, there is one pattern known as Swiss cheese pattern model, where at 4 failures also you detect, after four systems of failure are there. If you don't detect it earlier, there will be some problem to the patient. Let us take an example of an infusion pump. A syringe is loaded, it is going to the patient. Device maintenance. You are not regularly maintaining the device. You have not gone for your rounds. So see, there is some problem with the device. So that is the failure one. Device problem reporting. Problem is not shared by the patient. Okay. Here, nurse is not telling the problem about to the biomedical engineer. Sir, this problem is there. This machine is not properly working and all. She is also not sharing. So there is no proper communication. Pump is not removed actually. Then that pump is not removed from the hospital and it should land in the lab of the biomedical to repair. That is failure system failure 3. And final failure 4, if nothing happens, definitely the patient may get over medicated or under medicated, something mishap, and this is known as a medication error. So what do you think the main cause of all these things is? Only one thing, that is communication. There was no communication between the nurse and the biomedical engineer, nor the biomedical engineer has taken proper care to check while on his daily rounds to check all these things. So that's your duty to support the hospital and patient in such a way. And any device can be malfunctioned by multiple causes. One is environment. Staff can do physical damage. I get really frightened whenever my biomedical engineer tells me that the equipment is in warranty, but due to physical damage it can't be covered. So we have to pay some 10 to 15 lakhs. I am just sharing with the other speaker the example. 2 months back, last year we procured one EV190 series endoscopy set, Olympus. We procured it and it was almost 90 lakhs. The scope itself cost around 15 to 20 lakhs. When it came, it was working 1 year, fine, it was working. Suddenly one day my biomedical engineer comes to me, sir, one physical damage is there. Surprised. It is in warranty. No sir, they will not cover the biomedical, the company people will not cover into warranty. Okay, how much? I thought some 1 lakh it will be there, we will give it. But he gave me a quotation of 8 lakhs. See, I purchased 1 year back, 15 lakhs was the cost of that Scopy, but within 1 year I got another bill of 7 lakhs. So then we called them, we called the people, you are not training our people properly, how to take care of the equipment and all. Please train them. Somehow after negotiations we reduced the pay and paid the amount. Then he repaid it completely. So you have to be very careful while user training is very, very, very important. And biomedical engineers do play a role in this. Next. What type of medical device issue should I look for? Whenever you are in the hospital, defects, software problems, failure to work on internet malfunction, instructions labeling, packaging issues, interactions with other devices, user errors, human factors issues, combinations of the above. So many of you actually stick to the classroom. Maybe you have your internship somewhere in around third year or final year. But my advice is, you go to your hospital. You have a big hospital here, SRM hospital. So many medical equipments are there. Look around it. You might have biomedical engineers placed there in-house who repair all these things. Sometimes during breakdown, all these other company persons come. So interact with them, see how they are repairing, what are the common problems you are facing, all these things. This will help you in your career actually. I told Dr. Maitri to include hospital rounds daily for all the biomedical engineers and interact with the company people. So that will give you more confidence. Next. 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 Okay. So soft skills for any biomedical engineer should be communication skills, presentation skills, interpersonal skills, teamwork, professional people, time management, stress. For me, as a hospital manager, I require only 3 to 4 skills of this. One is communication skills, where he instantaneously report to me what is happening with my medical equipment, how is he going to train, and innovation and creativity, that is one more thing I require, and professional skills. So these 3. But for other industries, you might be requiring other things also, which I think other speakers will be talking in detail actually. Next. So, to round up, biomedical engineering definitely will have a great future. I am telling you, in India, the government is taking a lot of initiatives for this. Our healthcare is expanding. Foreigners are coming here for treatment. Medical tourism is booming like anything. So there is a growing demand. People are becoming richer now. Their income is growing, rising income and affordability. People are able to pay their healthcare expenses either through cash or through insurance. Even the government are coming up with insurance schemes to support the BPL. So money is there, investment will be there. Growing elderly population, changing disease patterns. So many diseases are coming up. I mean, if you take out the list, it is never-ending list. Rise in medical tourism, better awareness of wellness, preventive care and diagnosis. Everyone now are taking care of their health. Policy support, encouraging policies for FDI and the private sector. So as I told you, you read the National Medical Device Policy 2015, where the government of India is clearly interested in investing FDI in medical device industry. Reduction in customs duty and other taxes on life-saving equipment. As I told you, they are going to reduce all the taxes also. And innovation, expanding research and development and distribution facilities in India. So government is planning to create centers of excellence where companies can install their R&D, research and development wings, and hire students from top universities, train them, and they will work for our country. Use of modern technology, providing support to global projects from India. Suppose any project is being done in some other country, but they require our support in terms of IT, our skills. We can do it from here. And increasing investments, as I said, government is very keen on increasing. So it is a very positive, especially when I was in plus 2, after completing my plus 2, I didn't get my medicine seat in first attempt. So I thought of taking biomedical engineering at that time. But my parents say, no field, kuch nahi hai. It is not, that was in 2000 actually, 2001 I think. something for India, manufacture in India, so that if we indirectly help our people only, costs will be reduced, healthcare costs will be cut down, the burden on the government, the burden on the common people will come down who spend so much on healthcare. Next. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any questions? The crowd should be interactive. You definitely have some doubts because you all are in first year to final year students. 4 years you will be having some doubts how my careers will be there, how hospital will support biomedical. This kind of question should be coming up in your mind.